And I argue that what has happened in Palestine over more than a century must be understood as a war waged on the people of Palestine to establish a settler colonial project in their midst and at their expense. I argue that this must not be understood, as it's commonly described in the United States, as a tragic struggle between two peoples or two national movements over the same land. That's a very common understanding in the United States of the conflict in Palestine. Even worse, a more extreme version of this would have it that the only reason that there's conflict in Palestine is because anti-Semitic Arabs are trying to foil the just struggle of the Jewish people to establish their own state in their ancestral homeland. And this is a version of history that claims a biblical antecedent. Against these completely false interpretations of the history of Palestine, I set out the following argument. I argue that Zionism, the Zionist movement, the State of Israel, could not have been created without the support of different great powers at different times in history. I argue that this is a joint project between Zionism and these powers. It's not an Israeli war on Palestine. It's not a Zionist war on Palestine. It's a war to